Hi, and welcome to Think About It. My message today is titled Unanswered Prayer. Why? How many times is prayer mentioned in the Bible? That's an interesting question. There are about 650 prayers in the Bible, but it's very difficult to get the exact number of how many times the word prayer is referred to or mentioned in the Bible. It's difficult because every version is worded slightly differently. Here are a few Bible verses that mention or refer to prayer. Mark 11:24 says, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Matthew 7, verses 7 through 8 says, "And it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock on the door, and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be opened." And then you have John 14, verses 13 and 14. That says, "And I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it." Then we have John 16, verses 23 and 24. It says, "In that day you will no longer ask me anything. Very truly I tell you, my Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete." Colossians 4:2 tells us, "Continue praying, keeping alert, and always thanking God." That's just a few examples of prayer verses in the Bible. But sometimes we as Christians, followers of Christ, find ourselves frustrated when we continue praying, keeping alert, always thanking God, and the result is unanswered prayer. Why? Well, let's put it this way. Let's say you're a parent, and let's say you've got 4 children, and you're on a long trip, maybe driving to California, like we're on a long trip going through this lifetime. Now, can you imagine the outcome if, as a parent, you honored each request of each child during that trip? You would inch your bloated bellies from one ice cream store or Krispy Kreme donuts to another. Can you imagine the chaos if God indulged and granted each of our prayers? 1 Thessalonians tells us, "For God did not appoint us to suffer wrath, but to receive salvation through our Lord Jesus Christ." What's this telling us? It's telling us that God's destiny in our lifetime is salvation. God's overarching desire is that we all reach that destiny. And when I say all reach that destiny, I mean all mankind. I don't care if you're Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever. Once again, God's destiny for our lives is salvation. God's itinerary includes stops that encourage our journey, but God frowns on stops that deter us. When God's sovereign plan or our earthly plan collide, a decision must be made. Who's in charge of this journey? God is the one who is sovereign. God is the one who is the supreme ruler, absolute, unrestricted, boundless, ultimate, total, unconditional, full, principal, chief, dominant, sovereign control. As Pastor Max Lucado once wrote, "If God must choose between our earthly satisfaction or our heavenly salvation, which do you hope he chooses. Think about it.